Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. It is pouring here. It's like a hurricane outside. It's so dark in my office. That's why up here in this little corner it seems so dark. I was going to put the light on up there, but I was like, it's kind of, I like the mood. I like the ambiance. So happy Friday. I got my car back. So today is kind of a good day. That dilemma is over um, all week long. Hello, Angel. What's up? Bernadette, what's up? How are you guys doing? Lisa, how are you? And I am going to be doing a quick one like usual on Fridays. I'm going to shake it up a little bit though. I am going to roll the dice. If I get a planet, I'll, just throw a word out that comes to mind that could be happening this weekend. A sign, their zodiac sign, and also a number, maybe a numbers of synchronicity. Hello, Lori. What is up? All right. I know I love the dice too. So I am going to shake it up and play with it. So just take what comes in. Again, like anything else. If you don't like it, just leave it. Just leave it. Aries. Let's get going with Aries. So we're doing the quick weekend. We're going to look at their feelings, your feelings, their next move. And let's roll the die. All right, so I do see Pluto and Uranus for you. All right, so, and I also see the South Node. So this weekend could be, that's an unexpected shocker there that's, creating some sort of powerful transformation. South Node is where we're comfortable, so if you're just comfortable with a situation or got comfortable and you are settling, this is going to shake that shit up, this energy. You have Aries, Taurus, Leo, and you have Virgo. Number 5 and 6 and 9 is showing up for you. Now, their feelings, Knight of Swords. All right, your feelings. Let's see what's going on. Two of Pentacles. They're all over the place, right? Your person, it sounds like a Gemini energy. All right, all over the place. Very inconsistent with you. So this weekend is probably going to be the same thing. You will get some inconsistencies with this person. They say one thing and then they do another. That kind of energy. What's their next actions? I see the Ace of Wands. So whoever this is, you have an air sign here as well too. I'm feeling Gemini, but it could be Libra, Aquarius. The problem is this person, makes plans and doesn't stick with it, or says something and then forgot, or says something and just doesn't keep plans. And so it's very inconsistent, on and off again type of relationship. The Ace of Wands is showing that they want to talk, so you may hear from them this weekend. There is a strong possibility, they're actually coming towards you to talk about things. But remember, Uranus is unexpected and shocking energy, and Pluto, like I said, is trying to break you out of something that you've been settling with. Right, so you may actually end up saying something this weekend to this person, hopefully. So, their feelings for you. It feels like you guys are complete opposites, but at the same time, you see something with each other, but you may get frustrated with each other a lot, and that's part of the problem. Is they're all over the place, and it may be setting you off. But very passionate about you, though, and very interested in you. So, whatever, take that for whatever it is. All right, that was my Aries. Ooh, you had the star card at the bottom of the deck. Something draws you and this person together. Something brings you guys together, but there's problems, and you guys are settling for shit that you outgrew. Okay? I don't know why I'm being. I think this week, I'm kind of glad this week is over. I did a really good job getting through this week. Right, keeping my spirits up, and nobody gonna knock me down. Nothing's gonna knock me down. I not a big fat bill either, right? This was a crazy, you know, whatever. Taurus, you're not gonna knock this smile off my face. Yes, Miss Ann, it was crazy this whole day. Send love to my ex-husband. He's going through surgery. Today it's an easy one, but it's surgery, and it's been that kind of week. My wicked giggle, I know. The thing is it sucks when you're in a good place, you're in a good mood, but life wants to throw some balls full of shit at you. You know what I mean? And it's just like, what are you trying to do? I'm trying to stay. I've been trying to do what I'm supposed to be doing. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. All right, so I am doing super chats really quick. It is Friday, so I usually try to do them and get off here. So if you guys want a question or have a question, definitely check that out at the end after Pisces. I did pass that friggin' test. I passed it, Lori. Right. All right, so Taurus. We're moving on to Taurus. All right, Taurus, I'm rolling the die for you, the dice. All right, I have Aquarius. You could be dealing with Aquarius this weekend. A Scorpio, a Libra, a Sag, and you have a Pisces. All right. Now you have Mars and Saturn showing up for you, and you have Mercury. So be mindful of conflict and control and energy, right? And micromanaging, or nobody, it's just there could be some challenges. You could be being tested this weekend. Now, Mercury is showing up here saying, come on, if this is an old argument coming up with, deal with it differently. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk it out. Let's be mature here with that Saturn energy. But Mars is like, it seems like you and whoever you're connected to, you guys actually like this energy. You guys may even be attracted to kind of triggering each other, fucking with each other. So you have the number 7, 8, and 9 for you. I have the Hanged Man, so be mindful of getting bored or things being quiet and then you getting anxious. But the Hanged Man is showing me that whoever you're connected to, that you're here for, nothing's really changing. You guys are kind of chill, you kind of hanging out in the moment, trying to see where things are at, really not trying to, so this is where the 5 of Wands energy for you can be like, what's going on? What's wrong? Why is somebody quiet? All right. But there might not be a real problem. So your person's feelings, look at this, the 5 of Wands. I already said it. All right. Maybe like an instigation, like what's wrong? You're silent. Are you guilty? Your person could be dealing with a lot of pressure too, a lot of shit going on this week. And maybe they're just they have an attitude. I don't know. Maybe they just are, just over it. All right. We could all vouch for that. Your feelings, I see the Empress card. You're just wanting attention and some loving. You're over here showing up as the Empress card. Like, come on, let's do something good. Let's have fun. Let's hang out. I want to see this relationship grow. I want to be taken care of. I want to be nurtured this weekend. And you're dealing with somebody that could be challenging for you. Now, their next action, I see the 5 of Swords. So I pretty much said it for you, Taurus. If you have any conflict this weekend, or you feel like there's any silence or somebody just kind of hanging there, you're being asked here to just, pause for a second and not take this one personally. You're showing up as the Empress card, which is saying this person loves being around you or really cares about you in one way or another. All right, it's love, right? It's trust, so just trust the process of the situation. You have Taurus and Libra here as well. Hello, Karen. Crystal, what's up? April, Karen, Annabelle. You guys are awesome. Bettina, Bernadette, what's up? All right. Now, Gemini. All right, Gemini. You guys hear the rain? It just thundered. I love these ones too. If I could just be this quick more often, wouldn't that be great? All right, Gemini. roll the dice for you. All right, so this weekend you could be hearing from or talking to a Libra, a Sag, a Capricorn, or a Scorpio. The number 7 and 11, and also 10 is showing up for you too. So those could be your numbers of synchronicity or just very important to you, or dates that are very important to you. You have the Sun card and Neptune and Pluto. All right, so clarity this weekend, seeing through any kind of rose colored glasses. Somebody might come in, they just looking good, feeling good. And, there's very sexual energy there too. So there could be some intimacy, or this person love or wants to have intimacy with you. Look, I'm so corny. I'm like, put my hair back in a bun. They want to have intimacy with you. All right, the Sun card is, some sort of clarity and growth happen, and they are falling in love with you, maybe, or they want to be, playful with you. And I'm seeing a sexy energy for you. Now, I have the Eight of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. So somebody may be feeling really concerned or nervous about more than you think. They may be more insecure than you think. So their feelings for you, Seven of Pentacles, they're growing. Somebody's feelings are growing a little bit more. This is Gemini. I know. This is Gemini, right? And so, Seven of Pentacles, somebody's feelings are growing, and they may be playing it light this weekend, like, flirty, kind of casual, or just. But this person here is actually starting to realize their feelings for you are landing a little bit more. Your feelings, the Knight of Cups, all right? So this looks like it could be mutual. Maybe there's something about you. You're charming. Maybe today you're charming. Tomorrow you're going to be, losing your shit, right? But it looks like there's something about the way you communicate your feelings, your emotions, and the way you make this person feel that, they're falling in love with you. So, maybe your persistence and your vulnerability is getting somebody to really think about you a lot more and want to take this and make it more serious. Their next actions towards you, I see the Six of Pentacles. So I'm also getting that same vibe I said. It looks like somebody playing it off really cool. They may show up or ask to do something or want to talk to you, but it looks like they're putting more effort into being around you. It can come off as a friendly vibe, but be mindful you have the Seven of Pentacles here, so they're thinking about you and wanting to be around you more than they're saying. I love you, Gemini. Gemini hasn't had a spicy one in a minute. Let's see. Cancer. 1313. Good number. All right, Cancer. Let's go. Let's roll the. I'm gonna roll the dice for you too and look at some signs. Let me do that right now, Cancer. All right. I'm seeing the North Node for you, and I'm seeing Uranus as well, and Pluto. These for the dice, those are coming out constantly when I roll it. Every single sign so far. So something, a radical change. We're bringing radical change that's shooting you forward, Cancer. The North Node. This is where you're destined to go, where your soul wants you to go, where you're working towards in this lifetime. And so this weekend, there could be a huge shift when it comes to somebody you're connected with. I have Aries, Cancer, Virgo, and I have a Leo, right? The number 1, 5, and 6, right? So we're talking about some change here with that number 5. But those could be numbers of synchronicity for you. I'm seeing Page of Cups. You could be dealing also with a younger water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And this is somebody's feelings growing for you, or you're growing on someone, right? Or somebody crushing on you, some good feelings. So you may be already talking to this person, or this weekend's conversation could come out of nowhere with that Uranus energy. It might be like, damn, I didn't know that, or I wasn't expecting that. Or you might even find out, I'm doing some sort of predictive type of reading right now for some reason, but you might find out that somebody has a crush on you, that a friend has more feelings for you than they've been letting on. So let's see the person on your mind, their feelings for you. I have the King of Swords. So this is somebody who doesn't really share their feelings very well, but because they need to process and think about it for a while before they can be certain what it is they're really feeling. Your feelings, two of wands, you're like, what the hell's going on here? Where is this person? Are they coming or going? It seems like you cannot figure this person out yet, and they're guarding their feelings for a reason. Their next actions towards you is the Star card, though. All right, so this is where somebody may be feeling a spiritual pull to you. Don't give up hope on the situation, especially with that Star card. But this is where I was saying here with this energy, the North Node. Somebody may be really feeling pulled towards you, but really trying to fight it. All right, and the Two of Wands is where you're kind of, it's making you more anxious and it's making you want to reach out. But I would say this person here is going to be the one that is going to communicate with you as soon as they're ready. I would say keep moving forward and don't lose hope that this person's going to reach out for you. If they don't reach out to you this weekend, just know that things are coming together for you. And I do see Aquarius energy for you, very strong here. All right. Now, I'm letting you know too that you may have options. Maybe you're talking to somebody else, or you end up talking to somebody else. And somebody too, I know I did say the Page of Cups is this person has feelings for you, but they may be just kind of waiting for the right moment, or maybe they don't want to seem too desperate, or too they don't want to respond too quickly for some reason. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. All right. Let's see. Leo. 17. Leo, Leo, Leo. All right. Let me get a good shuffle. So, good news though. They fixed almost everything on my car. So, the only thing now I need to do is get my tint fixed. Good to go. So, I don't have that problem for a while. All right, Leo, let's roll the dice and get going. I'm rolling the dice for you today. All right, the planets that are coming up for you is Jupiter. That makes sense. And we also have Pluto, and we have Uranus again too. And the sun is kind of peeking here. So this basically says this is what we're going into. The sun's going to be going in your sign soon. Time to this is your time to shine, right? And you have Jupiter in your sign, so you may be even extra, um, attractive and people drawn to you. And with Uranus there too, it feels like, this is a moment of you breaking out or breaking free from something too, and things shifting constantly this weekend. I see as Gemini and Aries, a Taurus, a Cancer, and possibly an Aquarius. Your number is 11 and 2. That was 100% for sure Leo's energy. This is big energy for you right now. All right. And Pluto opposing you. Look at this, the Six of Cups, wanting to spend some time with you, thinking about when you were together last. Somebody here, you haven't left their thoughts, no matter whether it was 5 minutes ago or 5 years ago. All right, Leo, you made a mark on somebody's heart. So this weekend too, we are seeing the Six of Cups. Maybe somebody will reach out to you. We are still in retrograde, right? Or you might feel the urge to reach out to somebody, and this could be because you guys are connected, right? Water energy, water sign. Your person's feelings, right? Oh, you got them asking some questions here, more. You got them thinking, all right? And they're questioning their feelings. They're questioning everything right now. Yeah, it looks to me like you may hear from somebody in the next couple days. It looks like somebody may have wrote the message and is getting ready to send, but or somebody's thinking twice about the past with you. If you can't move on from a Six of Cups and find somebody else, you're always thinking about the last best thing that was in your life. So somebody really could be, having you on their mind, loving their Leo. Your feelings, Knight of Pentacles. Looks like some of you are just kind of grinding, and just waiting and maybe cautious and grow impatient with this person. This could be somebody that has made promises to you and hasn't followed through, or they're just moving really slow, and it makes you feel like, is this boring? Is this going to happen? Are they into me? So I am seeing a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for you too. But you may be getting tired of waiting for this one to reach out, or you're just not sure. You're questioning something about them, right? Are they not? What's going on? Look at this. Their next action is the Two of Swords. So it looks like you guys may be questioning. All right, we have feelings for each other, but are we really a match, right? So somebody could be questioning that with you this weekend. Or they're waiting to, they're holding back and wondering whether or not you guys should get together, hang out, or talk. So they're on the fence of what to do, is what I'm getting with this relationship. And I do see for you, though, this could even be advice. It is just taking it slow, because if this person's really serious about you, it feels like it. They are really being calculated with their next move. All right. So slow and steady will win the race. And this person here just looks like they know what they want to do, but they're talking themselves out of it. Let's see. Virgo. Um, I'm sending you love, Abby. All right. 22. Virgo. Let's roll the die for you. All right. You could be connecting to an Aries this weekend, a Cancer, a Gemini, and a Taurus. I just giggled. Somebody knows why. That's funny. You have the number 11. Woo! I got the number 11 too. Number 11 could be big for Virgo this whole week. The number 3 and the number 2. So some of those numbers could be valid in a birthday, be valid in something important in your life or an anniversary, or they can just, you'll be seeing these numbers. It looks like you are kind of wiggling back from choosing between two, or choosing what the next step is in a relationship. And are we going to make plans here? Or are we going to get together? Now the planets you have is the sun, and the sun is in Cancer right now. And you have Pluto and you have Neptune. These ones are, bringing clarity to any illusion, or clarity to any confusion that you might be having this weekend. So the good news is you're moving from waiting for something, or feeling on the edge of knowing that something's coming next, and then now here it is. So you could be choosing, making a choice, or somebody's choosing, and you are making plans to get together, maybe in the future here this week or so. Leo is also big for you. And the sun is showing, just the heart open, and somebody really feeling the love strong. It's very deep and intimate. And so I am seeing sex here too for my Virgos. So there could be some playfulness, some sexual energy. Somebody's thinking about you in that way. And be careful, because I have the Seven of Swords here at the bottom of the deck, and you have Neptune showing up for you. So some of you might have that fancy person that looks beautiful that comes in, and you put the glasses on and you ignore the red flag. So there is a potential of somebody like that, who you're thinking about, who's trying to pop in, hang out with you this weekend. But also, too, there could be the flip side of that, where somebody's just not being as honest with you about them falling in love with you. Somebody here, really love the feeling they get when they're with you. Um, let's see their feelings. Page of Swords for you too. Let's see yours. The Eight of Cups. And their next actions, the Knight of Pentacles. So I'm getting two stories here. Follow me. I just said them already. Somebody here really questioning everything, questioning their feelings, questioning the situation. All right, but your feelings, you're starting to feel like maybe your internal system is saying, I'm ready to move on from somebody. All right. And, the Knight of Pentacles is those false promises. So there could be somebody that is doing that to you again this weekend, and it feels like, even if you don't think you're over it internally, you're feeling like I'm just not feeling it anymore. All right. And you might also, the second story though, is showing that somebody's very cautious of starting something with you. And you may be feeling like this person is ignoring you, right? But they're not. They're over here questioning everything. Somebody is really wanting to plan something with you, wanting to move forward. But this is somebody here, their actions are showing up. They may be talking to you, but they may not be expressing things very dramatically. All right. Or you could be having conversations about more practical things and where's this relationship going actually, because somebody's taking you serious. So take which story you want it to come through. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here, and Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. All right, Libra. 20. I don't know why my chair turns that way. All right, give me a few more seconds. I'm just wanting to clear the deck. Libra. All right, Libra. Rolling the dice first for the energy of what any kind of message for the weekend. All right, Venus, Libra. That's your ruler. And you have the North Node and you have Mars, right? So there could be, um, some tension this weekend, some good relationship energy, um, something changing in a relationship that's helping you move forward. So if you did have some challenges recently with somebody, um, it's helping the relationship evolve in some way. Now the numbers 7, 10, and 11 is your numbers of synchronicity. I see a Taurus, a Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, and Pisces for you that you could be connected to this weekend. All right. So what I am seeing, though, Mars is in Gemini, right, and Venus is here showing up for you, North Node. So these are conversations about moving forward. It's like we got to get past something or get over, or maybe things are just spicy. You're teasing each other. They want to tease you. Maybe you notice they're playing games with you this weekend, but not the kind of games that we don't like. These are fun games. And somebody feeling kind of attracted to you. That's very passionate energy, right? Very passionate energy, finding you very beautiful. And you're on point with that Venus energy. So showing up for you. Two of Wands. All right, Two of Wands. So you may be making plans this weekend, or it could be just talking about getting together in the future here, right? Somebody reaching out to you. I am seeing too that maybe you have a couple people that are thinking about you as well. Now, their feelings for you. This Page of Swords keeps coming up, guys. You've seen how many times I shuffled these decks, right? And how many times I just shuffled. You have somebody here getting ready to reach out. Maybe they don't want to be too quick about it. You have the Two of Wands, you have the Page of Swords. Somebody already feeling attracted to you. Somebody already like, they could be questioning things or just don't want to seem anxious, or desperate, or maybe they're just distracted easy and they're getting caught up in something and they will reach out. But somebody is thinking about talking to you and sending you some sort of sweet nothing. Look at this, your feelings. You're like, some of you going, who the hell is this? Please bring them in. But your feelings are growing for this person. It looks like there's a lot of love on both sides, even if it's just starting. It looks like this is a good start. We're both like having these feelings and we're on the same page. So you may be questioning things at times with the Page of Swords, but maybe you're this person too is just a little nervous about opening up. They feel something for you, so they could be real cautious at first and don't want to jump the gun. And also, I feel anxious, kind of clumsy communication when they're trying to tell you how they feel. And so this is really good. This seems like some of you could be going on a date. You got this. I don't know who this is. Some of you. Their next action is the Wheel of Fortune. So somebody eventually coming around to you and taking their chances. Somebody reaching out and going for the gold. Because this week the Wheel of Fortune for me is just feeling like a really good vibe of good fortune. All right. Sometimes I'll go the karmic route and the come on, get off that wheel route. But this one here is telling me that there's some positive movement happening here with a relationship. Somebody feeling naturally drawn to saying something to you. Really, for some of you, you could be going somewhere this weekend and maybe somebody's got their eye on you, right? If we want to do more of a predictive type of energy, not just somebody's feelings about you, but you got somebody thinking. And look at the destined energy with the North Node, how the combination is just in sync. Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio here as well too. I don't know. Because you guys are starting to understand how I read, so you know that I'll start connecting all the dots for every sign. And we're seeing that Page of Swords. So maybe collectively, if you were to look at all the cards that I pull for all of them, what is it telling us? We got the North Node showing up. We have Jupiter, Uranus, um, Pluto, Neptune, and that Page of Swords. All right, El Diablo next. Let's see. 32. 32. Little House on the Prairie. I'm not sure what you mean. All right. I call Scorpio El Diablo. I don't know. I started doing it. I know I'm surprised I haven't heard anybody say Capricorn's the El Diablo. I know. I'm a Scorpio. I'm just calling the Scorpios little devils. Oh, okay. I got you. All right, Scorpio, rolling the dice for you. 11, another popular number. So other signs are getting 11. I think it was Virgo and Taurus. 3 and 2. So you're at the gateway too. Something's already happening between you and another person, and now it's like, sometimes the twos can be the learning period. We gotta adjust, make adjustments, figure each other out. But the threes are saying we're connecting, we're moving forward, we're making plans now, and it seems like things are coming together. And so I have a Cancer, Gemini, another Scorpio, an Aquarius, and an Aries that could potentially be showing up for you this weekend with these numbers too. Like really soulmate type of energy. If you vibe with that, still with that 11. I have the sun showing up for you this weekend, and I have the Saturn. I'm sorry, that's Jupiter. Jupiter, yay, thank you. Bye, Saturn. See you. And I have the North Node showing up for you. Also, I can partly see Mercury. So we're talking about meeting of the minds, connection and movement, and somebody wanting to connect and move with you. All right. The Sun card, this is you feeling good. All right. Somebody here maybe falling in love, or somebody, this is very sexual energy, playful energy, pulling that in, maybe I'm pulling it in because everybody needs it. I don't know. But Jupiter is talking about a big expression, right? So somebody may really express by just the way they sound to you if you hear from them this weekend, because you bring some sort of happiness to somebody, right? They're very attracted to you, attracted to your aura. Now the North Node and is, this is where you guys kind of met for a reason. You guys are pushing each other forward, and Mercury could be. We're talking about this now. We're making that plan. Let's move. Let's see their feelings. You have a King of Cups here, and here you are. So, in your power this weekend, this could be a very good weekend for you attracting people towards you with this energy, very magnetic. And this is deepening your connection, right? So, somebody really feeling you and somebody feeling you on a deeper, they're feeling bond, right? And they get you. So, they may not be able to speak your language, but they definitely can. Um, they can feel it. All right, they know, they get it. They're getting it, or starting to figure it out, or they're just drawn to it. I don't know what the fuck why, right? So Two of Cups underneath that. There it is. There's the twos coming through for you, right? So somebody here, like whenever you guys talk, they're getting you. You feel like they're holding back some of their feelings, it looks like they're softening up. You really got more influence on this person than you think. But this is talking, connecting, deepening our conversation, intimacy. All right. Um, no, guys, I'm not gonna be hanging out at the house doing that all weekend. Don't be. Your person's feelings. You've got your person on their toes, right? You've got them kind of playful energy, the Fool card. And you're seeing somebody here that's just like, whatever, let's see where this goes, whatever's going on. All right. So I can say for some of you, if somebody on your mind is somebody that you keep starting something up with, but it just seems like we never know where it's going. This can happen with the Fool card. We got to land on some plans. So this could be a weekend with one of those people that they're finally like, let's get more serious. You got Aries there again, right? Aries came out for you in the beginning. You're feeling Seven of Pentacles, right? So maybe some of you have been wondering, for a while what's really going on, and you're already a step ahead of this person, right? So you gotta let this person catch up to you. It looks like they are, all right? You just are always a step ahead, especially in your feelings, in your knowing, you know and somebody doesn't know why they're pulled, but they're coming, they're following you. All right, their next actions, the Seven of Cups. There it is. So this is somebody that may be already in your presence, and you guys are making plans and talking about the future. Um, this is somebody can't stop thinking about the possibilities of the future with you. You have the sevens showing up. So this to me just feels like let it happen. Whatever's happening between you and somebody else, try not to rush the process. It looks like this person's meant to be, or they're feeling the connection, like they're meant to be in your life for some reason. So that's it, Scorpio. You're definitely the shiny object in the top shelf. All right, Sagittarius. All right, give me 10 more seconds, just so you can see. We'll see if that Page of Swords comes up again. All right, Sagittarius, rolling the dice for you. You could be connecting with a Libra, a Scorpio, a Cancer, Aquarius, possibly a Pisces, and possibly a Gemini. I can kind of see half the signs on the dice. All right. Now, number 2, 3, and 11 is coming up for you as well. Scorpio just had that, and I think Virgo had it. I'm not sure. So those are really big numbers, maybe of synchronicity. 222, 333, 1111. And I am seeing the North Node for you, Venus and Jupiter, and I'm seeing the Sun on the side there. So this weekend is, you know, some new fresh energy, especially with the sun in the north node. It just feels like something being, you know, somebody feeling like if you guys are destined, or you guys, you know, met for a reason, but maybe you can't figure it out just yet. But the sun and Jupiter is bringing like this huge blessing with this relationship. And this can be bringing in a gift, or somebody just really expressing themselves to you this weekend, you know, how they really feel. Because you have Venus here too, and Virgo's in Venus, so it could be Virgo. But it's like somebody here really feeling the love and feeling very attracted to you, very strong romantic energy. All right, so let's see what's going on here. So this could feel like a destined connection. Look at this. I have the Emperor. All right. I don't know. Is Neptune? What's Neptune doing? Because my readings today are sounding like we're all having a freaking amazing weekend with relationships. So I hope so, guys. My hair is tickling my nose. All right. So I hope everybody's having a good time. You have Aries energy here too as well. And this is some serious. Let's get down to business. You know, let's get real and make the plan, right? And you know, it's stable, it's stability, it's so. Let's get real for a second in case I'm getting too, you know, I did this with you on Wednesday, didn't I went so far up into the, oh, this is, you know, that place with Sag. Feels like grounding in on reality in a relationship, getting a little bit more clear and serious. So you may see somebody come in, or you're talking to somebody that you're here for, has a little bit more of a serious tone to their conversation with you. You know, maybe you got them really thinking about um, where this could go. And so I'm seeing expansion when it comes of the heart, especially with Venus and Jupiter. Expansion when it comes to somebody really feeling a pull. All right. Now let's see their feelings. Look at this, the Three of Wands. All right. We gotta talk about going somewhere. I can feel this person feels some fire with you, and feels like maybe we need to. I don't know what kind of relationship you're in these quick reads, right? So I'm just saying this person here is like, we got to get moving, we got to get grooving and out of here and take things serious. And it looks like we could be planning to move in together. We could be planning or talking about what our home would look like in the future if you guys have just recently met and you're starting to realize that this person is more serious about you, or they're realizing it. Now, your feelings, Ten of Pentacles, it looks like you have been wanting um, this connection to come together. You may have been really feeling like this person is the one that you're meant to be with. Um, and I think this person is starting to feel the same way if it's new, you know, getting together. But this is early stages too, though. So you might be thinking about getting married tomorrow, and this person's like, you gotta let somebody catch up with you. Some of us are too, you know, we know who we want when we want them, but we still gotta slow down and enjoy the process. Some of you want to go get married in Vegas on the second, third date, right? But this looks really good for my Sages. Somebody really thinking about where this could go. Their next actions, I see the Hierophant. So whatever's going on, I got a Taurus energy. It feels like the next action for you guys is a date, getting together, you know, talking about what we value in relationships. And this is marriage energy, right? So their next step is deepening the connection with you in one way or another. So if that means we're going on our second date, if that means that we're moving in, so be it. But somebody's feeling a strong pull to commit with you. Finally, finally allow themselves to open their heart and commit. I love bringing it. I love those kind of fairy tale stories. I'm sorry, guys. You know, Mars is in. You know, I was thinking this Mars and Gemini energy again, and I'm like, you know, I've been analyzing for the last couple days too, and like what I've been getting done, what I've been thinking in my story, and Gemini is storyteller. So let's see, Capricorn. 45. All right, Capricorn. So I'm going to roll the dice for you and then shuffle your cards. So the dice I have, you could be connected with an Aries, a Leo, a Virgo, a Cancer. I'm seeing kind of a Scorpio and kind of a Sag, right? So those are, we're going to go maybe. All right. Something going on there. All right. I have Saturn for the planet, Mercury, and Mars. All right. So we're talking the talk. This is, time to grow up energy, time to take action. And we need to have the talk, is what I'm seeing. All right. So there could be some pressure, somebody feeling pressured, somebody feeling, or somebody's causing some conflict. And you're being tested here, somebody, or you're testing somebody, you're challenging somebody. I have 1, 3, and 4 for your numbers. All right. So this is somebody close to home. And maybe somebody wanting to build that foundation with you. Because you're 3 and 4, which is taking also that next step. A lot of talk. A lot of talk that could lead to, two people actually making a plan and initiating and actually making some improvements to a relationship. So let's see your cards. Their feelings, your feelings, their next move. But that's the energy around it. I have the Temperance card. So I'll say a couple things in a second about that. And I have their feelings, 9 of Pentacles. All right. Your feelings, the Hangman. What the hell's going on here? What do I do? Are we going forward or backwards, or what are we doing here? Their next step, Ace of Wands. You'll know hopefully this weekend. You have 2 ones showing up for you. Your person is fighting their independence. Your person is maybe so used to being independent, but they're being pulled to start this up with you and make something serious with you. This is a big step for them, is what I'm getting. This is a big step for them. And maybe you have felt like you've been in limbo for a while. And it's like, this is why. I'm seeing this is why. And it looks like somebody is finally saying, you know what, it's time for me to commit. Stop fighting this and let's go for this. All right. But maybe, you're just not sure about it anymore, right? For some of you. Or some of you just been left kind of clueless. And if somebody's been silent, it looks like they're breaking the silence this weekend. So you won't be left hanging any longer. So somebody really kind of doing the work behind the scenes that maybe you didn't know of. You are the one that they'll initiate towards you. All right, Pisces energy there too as well. All right, Capricorn. Aquarius. All right, these cards are on their last leg. All right, Aquarius. I'm rolling the dice. You have the number 12, the number 3, and 4. So I see a lot of home time, somebody at home, somebody maybe resting, somebody, just feeling I need a reset. 12 gives me that energy, it's like I just kind of have a lot going on behind the scenes, and I'm just trying to process by myself, and, I'm hanging out in my home, just feeling cozy, private. But you have the 3. So this is somebody that still feels connected to you, still wants to connect to you, and maybe wants to have you over. Maybe they do want to bring this home. You have the moon showing up. You have the south node showing up. All right. And you have, so some of you could, this could be Cancer, Cancer Moon. And we just had, um, I don't know why I said that. Why did I lose that? The South Node is going into Leo. It's leaving Pisces. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. I was thinking ahead and got lost there. But take it because there must have been a message in that. Saturn, and I am seeing Neptune here for you as well. So I'm seeing going, feeling comfortable. This is familiar energy. This is cozy energy. This is somebody that you may feel very, very close to, and this person feels, you feel familiar to this person, very close to home. But the thing about the South Node is we keep going back to the same person that we're supposed to be outgrowing. We're supposed to be moving towards our North Node, right? So you tend to attract, or this person is attracted to you because you both are familiar to each other. Now I have Aries, I have Taurus, I have Gemini, and I have a Cancer, and I have an Aquarius, maybe. All right, because I don't partially see it. Now the Temperance card is telling me here chilling. Somebody's chilling. Somebody wants to chill with you at home, maybe, or they like chilling at home because they feel comfortable with you. And the good news about the Temperance card is, it feels like it's unfolding naturally. You don't really have to persist. You don't really have to force anything. Although, if they're moving too chill or they are too slow, and that's aggravating you, just be mindful of that. That's the energy that's showing up with them. This is somebody that likes to take their sweet ass time and spend a lot of time at home. So, they're cozy in that way. But maybe somebody does want to spend some time. Maybe they want you to come over. It could be a Sagittarius energy as well. Um, this is a hard worker. I have Saturn and the moon here too, and it's like maybe somebody that really just likes to keep their environment and their self very close to them and like to stay cozy and very introverted energy. Um, and so if you feel like a person's being distant from you, it's just that they are wanting to hang out at home. But this person here feels very, very close to you, very safe with you. All right. Their feelings, the Nine of Pentacles, solitude, same energy I'm kind of getting. A long way for me to say a homebody, right? I know, but that's part of reading and storytelling right now. You got the hanged man too. Did I shuffle these cards? No, I didn't shuffle these cards, Aquarius. What the heck? That was the same as Capricorn energy. I was reading the dice and I got so into it, I forgot to shuffle the cards. That might have been your reading. That was a good reading. All right, so their feelings, your feelings. And their next actions this weekend. Six of Cups. Who else got this? All right, so this is very familiar, soulmate. That would be crazy if the same ones come out, but who else got this? Because this is, you feel like home to me. So somebody wanting to reach out to you and talk to you, somebody love being around you. You are super comfortable for this person, or they're very nostalgic about you right now. Let's see their feelings. The Knight of Wands. All right, so this could be a spicy weekend for my Aquarians. All right, your feelings. The Five of Cups. What's on, man? What's going on? Maybe you're doubting somebody's missing you, or somebody wants to see you. You're wanting a reconciliation. Why am I talking like that? I don't know. I am seeing a reconciliation. Somebody really wanting you pretty badly. Maybe wanting to have some fun. So you might be wondering what somebody's up to. Maybe that whole energy thing I was just telling you is they're just at home, maybe missing you, maybe wanting to see you. They could shock you, come out of hiding, and hang out. Aries, Leo, Sag there. Their next actions, they're on the fence right now. So it does look like you're waiting for somebody to hurry up and make the freaking decision and call you or text you or come over and hang out. Right? I just told you what they're up to. That's their feelings for you are mutual, and I just feel like maybe you guys went through something. Maybe they're just kind of hanging out in their corner. Need more specifics. I did you guys are you just bored, or did you guys get in a fight and now they're playing hard to get with you? I don't know. They're still into you. They still want you. All right. I love these readings. Please come back and tell me if you guys have, if there's something going on this weekend. I mean, there needs to be something better than this week. All right, Pisces. Receding hairline. All right, 5555 for Pisces. Let's do this. I know. Pisces, I'm rolling the dice for you and I'm going to shuffle. Watch me shuffle right now. All right, so the energies for the weekend, you have Uranus and you have Venus and you have Jupiter. Right, somebody else had this too. So the synchronicities do matter. So something could shock you this weekend around a relationship. Um, Somebody really attracted to you, somebody coming in, wanting to talk to you, exposing their true feelings for you. Very romantic energy. Maybe giving you a gift. Maybe you'll get a gift. But I'm getting a good vibe, a relationship expanding, or somebody really wanted to grow with you or expand where things are at. Hopefully there's no breakups, not with that energy, but I have Scorpio, Cancer, Virgo, Sag, Leo, and possibly an Aries. Your number is 12, 8, and 4. So you're getting a very, you have the houses of kind of hidden secrets and darkness and kind of quiet houses, the more challenging houses, the deeper houses. So if somebody is kind of retreated from you, um, this is somebody that's been kind of processing what they really want, what they feel, what they need for home. And maybe they're realizing that they miss you at home for some of you, or you're somebody that they can see themselves building a home with. But I do feel a retreat energy. But now we're about to see expansion, growth. Two of Pentacles, there it is. So somebody weighing out the pros and cons of the relationship. Maybe you're wondering what the hell's going on. Somebody went silent for a second, or pulled away, and you felt the vibe. But we're just figuring things out. So it looks like that's what your person's doing. It just took me a minute to get there. Trying to figure out what's going on here. How do we make this work, or how can I make this work? Their feelings for you are definitely growing, and they're taking you serious. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Maybe trying to figure out how they can make your schedules work together or make plans work, so that you guys can meet up, get together, hang out. So there's a lot of hidden stuff going on here behind the scenes with this person. You're taking up a lot of space on this person's mind. Your feelings, 9 of Cups, maybe you guys know it already, or you're feeling something good coming your way, because it is. You'll get what you want. It feels like whoever I'm talking to, whoever's feeling this reading, it feels like you got this person, you'll get it. You get what you want. This person definitely feels very attracted to you. You're shiny, you're good stuff. Their next actions, the Moon card. All right. So this is where I was seeing those something going on behind the scenes that you're not, that hidden energy, that house 12 energy. So you might have to give it more time, a couple more days if it doesn't happen this weekend. Maybe their next actions towards you are just kind of uncertain. So You know, they're going slow, and you just have to trust that this person really wants you, really wants this. Because there's a lot changing. They could surprise you with, did you get, you got Uranus. They could surprise you, and all of a sudden you're thinking nothing's changing, and all of a sudden, boom, they're there. They're all over the place. I love you guys. That was your reading. So I'm going to do quickly super chats, and then I am out because it is Friday and the rain just stopped. And let's go. Who was on? Let me put the timestamps up though on the timestamps. I'm going to put them in the description box right now. All right. You're welcome. Thank you for keeping the show going. All right. So you receive. I only have a couple here. So I have Rebecca. I have Cindy, Abigail, and let's see. Oh, I got a couple more in the background. I put Cindy. I have. All right, so I don't know if you want me to put your name, but I don't have any other way to refer to you. So Teresa and Casey. All right, Casey. All right, let's get the party started. Let's do this. I received a job offer that's good, but not the job I want. I don't want to move. Okay. Will the job offer I want come through so I don't have to move? Question 2. Well, Gemini. Okay, let's do question 1 first. All right, let's see. Have a nice weekend, Karen. I am going to put this up. I might take one or two. Just ask me, but I'm gonna put that up for now. Hello, Rebecca. So we're looking at, this is more like a yes or no. So there's only like really, I'm going to do a yes, no for this. All right. Received a job offer. That's good, but not the job you want. I don't want to move. Is it a big move? All right, so card just fell out. I don't know what it is yet. Will the job offer I want come through so I don't have to move? All right, so drum roll. Let's see. I see the 5 of Cups. All right, so I see that you might be disappointed with the results. And let's see why. Let's see. The Lover's card. All right. Maybe not the time, or doesn't, or you're not a fit, or it's not a fit for some reason. And I see the King of Pentacles. All right. So is this the job that's the higher position, a job that you haven't done before, or you were aiming high? There could have been somebody else, but I am seeing sort of a boss here making a choice that does not make you happy. Is how I'm reading that. All right, but I don't want you. So this is where when we do things like this is where I don't want the cards to steal your power away from you. All right. And just like I tell my sons, and just like even with myself, especially when it comes to work, because I have a good self concept when it comes to certain job, getting jobs, right, or work, and I'm just like, I've got this. I'm gonna get this, right? And you manifest that way by believing that you will get this, right? So they did that. They do the same technique as I do. Like I just go. So I don't want you to even think for a moment that you're not going to get this, because that's not going to set you in the mindset of actually getting this job. Because what if you do, and what if it just they say no at first, or they come back around, or what if this is just showing that you don't believe in yourself and that you could get the position? You know what I mean? So, I don't want you to take this and run with it. I want you to believe that you got the job. All right. Now, maybe, I know you don't want to move, but what if this is what's being asked of you right now? Is there something exciting in that, or would that like totally tear up your whole world? Because that's not good. But if it's something that is God trying to send you on a new path to travel, to go somewhere, to do something totally different, I know I've moved so much my entire life, and I know what's come out of it. And I've met a lot of people that don't like to move at all and don't realize what kind of relief comes from moving and starting fresh somewhere else. So I don't know what that answer is for you, um, but it's one to maybe think about. Gone, Z. I think I did get your question. I thought I saw something. Yeah, I saw your super chat. So now your second question. I am seeing. I moved to where I am to start over. Okay, I would be moving back where I came from. Okay, okay. So then that's not what you want to do. So don't give up hope because of this reading about you getting that job. All right. I don't want you to be discouraged. Was it what I was saying? Now I am seeing here where your Gemini follow through with plans he made for us in August, and I got the Moon card and I got the Page of Cups. So there is a kind of, mm, you know, let's hope so. It's possible, but there is some, there could be some changes, or you know. With that Moon card, or just uncertainty that just constantly feels, what is the word, unnerving, like, is that even a word? Like, but the Page of Cups says that there's a lot of potential that this could, your plans, they will follow through. There may be moments of doubt is what I'm getting at. Let's pull their cards. Seven of Wands, Hanged Man, and the Star card. There's the challenges. It just feels like this is a very challenging situation. I mean, but he will pull through. The Seven of Wands shows that they'll pull through. He's very lax about it, kind of keeps you hanging. But the Star card says happy outcome. It'll come together. Don't lose faith. I think the energy with him, but it could be because they're Gemini, and Gemini's, I don't know, it's their time to go through some sort of shits right now in some ways. So loosen the grip a little bit um, on how it shows up, but I will say yes. It looks like they will follow through. All right. Sending you love, Rebecca. Yeah, that's his energy. Don't let it, if you know that's his energy and that was just stressing me out, don't let it control your emotions. because that kind of stuff can leave you guessing every single time. If you ask too much, it's one of those where they'll, you'll be like, you'll be reading into every little thing, and you know what I mean? Like, don't let his energy stress you out. You're welcome. All right. My reactions today. My reactions all week. That um that I'm trying to figure out the difference of what's going on with me, but like that is that you think that's Mars and Gemini too? Quick reactions. All right. Can you tell me the current mutual energy? I can. Let's see. Oh, you're back in communication. Let's see. Six of Swords. All right, so you're back in communication, and things are pretty smooth between the two of you right now. Um, but it doesn't mean whatever was going on is resolved. It's like brushing something under the rug. Let's keep it light. Let's just move forward, move on. Let's go. So if you feel comfortable and you feel like something was resolved, then leave it in the past with this energy. But if there was conflict or you feel still like something's unresolved, it will show back up again. But right now the energy seems to be keep it chill. Just let it coast for a second, right? Because the Knight of Swords, because we can easily, it can shift. You're back in communication, but at the same time, it can turn around in a split second if we say the wrong thing. And I don't like that kind of energy that's coming through. It's like going around in circles. So what I would do is, what I'm feeling is with this energy is, all right, we're in communication. Let it rest for a second. Don't try and push it too much. You know, let the door stay open for a minute. Um, I have the Hanged Man showing up. And let me see exactly how you worded the question. Mutual energy between you and David. So the middle. All right. So nothing's really, not much is changing. You're still kind of in this energy of up in the air. And the Knight of Pentacles. And I'm seeing the Star card for you as well. So right now, the mutual energy between the two of you is you're both trying to talk, keep it light, figure things out, maybe fixing things, thinking about fixing things. But you seem to have more hope, or you're carrying more hope. And he seems to just kind of be there, not quite sure where things are going just yet. So it is moving kind of slowly and very, very strategically with you. Um, but I am getting for you, don't lose hope. There is possibility here with this connection to move forward. If you're feeling like you feel good about being in conversation with him again. But this energy can be difficult to read right now. You'll want things to move if they're moving slowly, and he's kind of keeping things. So if he goes silent again, or if he pulls back his energy, that's where you're going to have to trust the situation. It doesn't mean that it's you're not in I mean, you may want to talk every moment because you're back in communication, so that you can feel safe or validated. But you're being asked to trust the situation now, because he still may hold back his energy. But that's the mutual. The Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady, wins the race. Let's see. Abigail. All right. I have Abigail, Teresa, Casey, Gonzi, and Famkin. All right. My dad passed away 3 years ago. I heard you saying that. I'm sending you love. I guess I'd like to know what advice he would give me if he was able to. All right. You know, I do a lot of personal readings through in the background, and I've done quite a few of these, and they're sweet to do. Let's see. But this is kind of quick here, so when I'm doing like a longer one, it's like really kind of cool how it comes through. But let's see if something will come through here. What would he say to you if he was here? Is my volume low because I didn't change anything with my volume? So let's see, audio test. I can see it, but maybe it is. Is that better? Maybe it's because I had the wrong microphone on. Okay. So make change here, this card here, not holding back, and endings are inevitable. Endings are inevitable. Things have to come to an end. So something, and I see protest. Speaking your truth, standing up for yourself, standing up for something that is valuable to you, important to you. And so are you allowing things in your life? Are you settling, or are you choosing not to end things because you've gotten used to things? But I am seeing defend yourself if you want to see some change. Fight for what you value. Fight for what you want and go get it. You know, and think first before you judge. I'm seeing something about, it says feather. So that's kind of neat. And in this one here, they're doing kind of a ritual here with somebody here. So think first before you judge a situation. And maybe feather is one of your symbols. And let me pull a tarot card. Come on. It won't let me start. There it is. All right. Let's just remember, what would your father, what advice would he give you? You have the World card again. Travel the world or get out of your comfort zone. You know, this is all about your accomplishments and goals and new goals, maybe a new chapter. opening up and expanding. And the World card is ruled by Saturn, which is your father. So that's kind of neat that it's here. You know, it's time to grow up is Saturn. It's, and then also all things come to an end. Endings are inevitable. The World card. So I don't know what that means or what he's, you know, he's really bringing up, you know, boundaries. Where are you limiting yourself? Widening your circle, widening your worldview. And I'm seeing think before you judge a situation. And so that could also go with the protest, you know. And that's what I got for you. So I hope, are you doing okay? Yeah, he's showing up for you. That's for sure. You know, the 9 of Wands, maybe he sees how hard you're working. Maybe he sees something you're going through internally with the 9 of Wands. And I have the Queen of Pentacles. You're doing everything on your own. You're working hard. He sees you working hard. But maybe that's why he's saying maybe it's time to break out and widen your circle a little bit. Widen your influence or expand your horizons. Where are you limiting yourself? All right. And I see the King of Swords here too. Is he an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini? Or an Aquarius? We are all sending you so much love. Maybe he's proud of you. The World card. Your successes. I'm trying to see if anything else, you know, what cards I pulled. Remember your successes, you know. I did see his, I thought you heard, I said I was pinning it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got it. Oh, he's a Virgo Scorpio. Well, you can't resist us Virgo Scorpios. There's just something about us, right? We're special. No, that's not too big an ask. I love doing readings like that. It's just that I could go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. I'm telling you right now, I can't seem to stop. I'm like taking old Route 66 everywhere. I'm taking the horse and carriage out for a ride while I'm trying to talk, you know, trying to do quick readings. I did do okay, right? I got through. Thank you. I was starting to, I felt like it happens every time I do these Friday quick ones. I will start to, over time, go longer and longer and longer. And I'm like, you know, I just can't. No self-discipline when it comes to this for me. Let's see. Oh, you're a November Scorpio. You're welcome. All right. What are Lynn's intentions towards me? Lynn's intentions. Well, I got the 9 of Cups, so he definitely is feeling 7 of Swords. Whenever you ask for specifically intentions, and I see the 7 of Swords, you know, I mean, you're an ice cream sundae. And he definitely wants what he likes, what he sees, but there's just something I would be, if there's any red flags, commitment issues, or you can't trust, you know, is there something sneaky going on here? Something hidden? You know, he's say and do whatever to get what he wants. But he likes you. Definitely wants you. I just don't like the 7 of Swords, you know. The Fool card, the 4 of Wands, acting like a fool, sneaking around. You got their eye on you. So, non-committal. I have 3. Is this somebody you work with? Connected, let's see, non-committal, 8. The 5 of Wands. Oh, so the block is the 5 of Wands, the challenge. All right, so the 3 of Pentacles. You know, he likes what he sees. You guys got a lot in common. He thinks you have a lot in common. He likes to be around, feels supported by you. I don't know what kind of relationship you have, so I'm just assuming that this is something that is workable. You talk to this person, or you have seen this person, or now the problem is a lack of commitment or follow through. And the block is the 5 of Wands. It's like he has a lot of inner conflict when it comes to commitment. But he likes the attention. He likes your attention. And he may find you challenging, and that could be what draws him to you. But you also could be just dealing with the block here with him not being committal, is that he has a lot going on that he takes care of. So one more card of how he views you. The 8 of Cups. He may feel like you're pulling away from him, or you're not interested, or if he does commit, you'll leave. I don't know what the heck. I need to know what the kind of relationship this is sometimes, guys. I can only give you what comes through. You know, maybe he thinks you're better than him. You should move on. That could be it. So for your question, what should you do? 8 of Wands. You may want to make a decision whether or not this can go anywhere long term, but this might be a good short term fun. It is kind of fun, flirty. It could move too fast, but if you're looking for commitment, I'm going to say, because you're asking about his intentions, I would say final verdict. You guys have a lot in common. He really likes being around you, but this person is non-committal and definitely finds commitments challenging, and they might even think you're better than them or too good for them. But things could get out of hand and move quickly, so you could end up having, you know, sleeping or some sexual energy there, or lots of communication, but it could be a short-lived connection. So let me know if that even is anywhere remotely resonating. I would ask, because their intentions are not being 100% fully transparent. Sending you love. All right, Casey. If Teresa shows up, Teresa, let me know. I don't want to leave you hanging. All right, Casey. Don't want to leave anybody hanging. I don't know if I know who she is. I don't know her screen name. All right. All right, let's see. All right, latest realizations or feelings and intentions. That card just flew out. I don't know what it is yet. Maybe you do. You can see it. All right, you got the 8 of Wands. The Knight of Swords. All right. So I know it's been a little more than a month since you guys last talked, but there's still some unfinished business here. You're still crossing her mind. Don't be surprised to get a random text. I see the 3 of Swords. So she's bothered by this more than you realize. It still hurts her. She doesn't like, or she feels sad about how maybe something she said or something that's happened or the choice she made. Feelings, 9 of Wands. She's tired or burnt out. Maybe her life's bleeding into the relationship, But she also, I don't know what kind of difficulties or anything like that you guys may have had. But it seems like something, her feelings have been, she's had them for a while. But it almost feels like she prefers to, she makes things a little bit more difficult, I think, than it has to be. But it's difficult to let somebody in. You can see that she's heartbroken. Any intentions? I have the Magician card. So like I said, I feel like don't be surprised if you guys have another go in you guys hang out, you guys talk, or she just does a random text out of nowhere. So she could be realizing that there's something missing without talking to you, or she just still recognizes, or, it's like when we're separated from somebody, it gives people enough time to think about what they really miss or don't miss about us. But here it feels like maybe there's still something there. A lot of Gemini energy coming through. And that read too. All right. Sending you love. All right, Gonzi. So you had 2 questions. I got them. All right. How will my relationship with Ahmed go? All right. So I can't, the more general you are, the more vague people are, the more vague I am, just so you know that, because I know some people get upset, like, I'm sometimes just very general because I that's just it. So if you want to know maybe a little bit more, I might need to know a little bit about Ahmed. Is this a relationship where you're in contact with them? Is it a relationship that you are in, but something has happened? Let's see. All right, help me out here, Spirit. What's going on? How will Gon's relationship with Ahmed go? Oh, Nora. Nora. I love that name. Well, I have the devil showing up here. So who's this? Who's this Ahmed? I got the Knight of Swords underneath that. This sounds like you're in a 3-hour distance. You're in contact in a relationship, 3-hour difference. This makes a mess of your mind. There's sexual attraction, I see, or interest or desire. But what's going on with that devil there? He's a Taurus and you're a Gemini. And I'm a Gemini. You're sweating this. All right, the Page of Wands. 3 of Swords. And the 10 of Cups. So what it feels like is it's a very playful relationship, but whether or not this is going to be a long-term relationship or last, that's questionable. It looks like a lot of fun, talking, flirting, connecting. But then you have the 3 of Swords and the 10 of Cups, which is, you know, not a very happy outcome when it comes to family, long-term, marriage. And I see the devil and the Knight of Swords, which, you know, is he good for you? Because this is your energy, Gemini. Is it distracting you? Is it a distraction? Because this isn't a bad reading. It's just in the current energy. It's saying, how will the relationship go? Fun, flirting. I mean, I don't know if you know, 3 hours, sexual energy, sexual relationship. But the problem, the challenge, 3 of Swords, and where it's going is the 10 of Cups. It might not go in the direction that you want it to go in. You want a long-term relationship with you, but does he want one with you? You know, that's the thing is right now, I'm seeing right now for him, he's looking at this as more, you know, possibility, playful, romance. He's definitely into you. I know you want a long-term relationship, but I'm seeing right now you can't believe that there's not a possibility that you can't get in a long-term relationship, but that might not be crossing his mind right now. Maybe he's just keeping it like this, very playful, romantic, lusty. It's a very lusty energy, very sexual energy. I would just say make sure you trust his intentions. But if you do, then just don't take what doesn't resonate. Let's see. What was your second one? Okay, so will you have a long-term relationship with him? Let's see. I'll pull a couple more cards because you paid for 2. So, but that's the same question. What was your first question? You paid for 2. Okay. I thought that was your second question. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to add to this? Do you have a second question? Okay. So let's see how I feel. Let's see what's going on, right? Let's see what's going on really with the card, Spirit. So tell me what's really going on with this relationship right now. It looks like he got laid off. So he's got other stress going on. Well, that's what I mean. Your mind is in shambles. I saw the Devil card in the Knight of Swords, which which seems like you're really kind of questioning everything, but you could potentially make the wrong assumption in the energy that you were coming up in, you know, because your mind is like going all over the place. You may assume something is wrong, but that's also indicating a loss of a job. But I didn't have that piece of information. I didn't even think about that, you know. So right now, the current energy for him is, you know, maybe this is really weighing on him. So the thought or the idea of a long-term relationship is not going to be a top priority for him, whereas it is for you right now. So let's see what the cards say. Let's get some more information about this. Will you have a long-term relationship with him? I see the Temperance card. So there is, things could naturally fall into that, you know, fall into that. And I see the Knight of Cups. And I see the Magician. So your message here, the Nine of Cups, and I see the Page of Pentacles, though, is you're seeing that anything is possible here for this relationship. It does look like there's feelings there. He does have feelings for you. It does look like you're in some sort of dating phase. And there's your energy, the Magician. He's very drawn to you. The Temperance card and the Page of Pentacles is saying, as long as you're okay with the pace of things, and because the pace of things looks like it is kind of moving at a slower pace, maybe you want more right now. The Temperance card, he's pulling over because he just lost a job, you know. It looks like it's just time, only time can tell, but the Temperance card says you guys seem to be naturally drawn to each other and things are evolving in the pace that they're meant to. So to clear things up right now, it looks like you guys are in some sort of just dating, keeping it light and dating and flirting. And even though you see each other every other weekend. So you've been together 10 months now. And that's what's, you know, here. I guess just naturally let it evolve. Maybe you're, what do you feel like you're missing out on? Maybe that I can help you there. If you've been together 10 months and you see each other every other weekend, are you feeling, is there something, you know, are you feeling like you're just somebody's weekend, a weekend warrior, weekend getaway? Do you feel like he's not committed to you? Is that why your mind's going all over the place and you're going crazy? Do you feel like it's just more of a sexual connection? Because if you don't, the Devil and the Knight of Swords is saying you're assuming things that aren't true. You're going to manifest them. So you got to figure out what that fear is that's creating this anxiety of yours. Well, the Devil's showing up. It looks like you don't trust him, but he wasn't showing up as having other options. But the Devil does indicate, you know, that there is some sort of trigger going on there. Yeah. You were the one that came up more with the energy of uncertainty. And, you know, he seemed to... It's just long-term commitment right now is the issue. All right. I hope that helped. You feel good? You feel okay? I would say keep it the Temperance card. Just kind of let it unfold. See what's going. Exactly. I know, Gons, it's probably that. We get nervous, but also people trigger our attachment styles who... I don't know. Maybe, is this your person? Maybe you're just questioning it yourself. Maybe you're not feeling safe yet. you know, but there could be a reason or valid behind that. I'm not walking your path. There could be a reason why it's being triggered, because we all have certain attachment styles. And when you're growing, do you notice that it's getting better over time? Because if you're with the right person, you will feel more at ease and not so anxious. And your person will get it. And they'll validate you enough that finally you'll forget you even had an attachment issue. All right. So last one, and then I am out. Will Aries date me again and propose? Yeah. See you Sunday, Angel. Yeah, that's when it starts, when you're apart. Like you feel like if you're not around them all the time, you're going to lose them. All right. I get it. All right. Will Aries date me again and propose? You're asking for a big one there. All right. I got the King of Cups here showing up. So let's see. I see the Ace of Swords. So you got a yes. There's no win. I can't give you a win. You know, in the next year, the next rest of this year, 4 of Pentacles, that could be 4 years. See, that's why I say you got to be careful with wins. Let go. Let go of control. Okay. We dated before, then had an argument. You guys may get back together or talk again. I would say, if I knew wins all the time, I'd be so psyched. I'd be walking around the world and just talking to people and telling them when everything was going to happen. All right. I'd be spoiling alerting everybody. I can't give you wins. But I do see you guys could talk or start things up again and give it another shot. You know, and I am seeing the 4 of Cups. It's just not on your time. Sending love from Italy. I made the best minestrone soup the other day. Oh my God. I was all Italian that day. There was no Irish in me at all. It was the best sausage, creamy, tortellini, chickpea minestrone soup. I am telling you. You don't give a shit. I'm sorry. He could be missing you. Very nostalgic. You know, you guys have some good memories. But right now, you're definitely going to have to, it's not going to be on, you're not going to be able to control it. You know, 4 months here for the 4 of Cups. All right, 4s seem to be your numbers. Let me get one more for you. And the Tower card. So this could come in when you least expect it. But to answer, you know, a proposal, that could be a legal document. That could be definitely asking you. But I mean, the 10 of Wands, we're kind of aiming, you know, we got to get the door open first, you know. But that would be a beautiful day if he just knocks on that door and says, will you marry me? That sounds like the movies. But it's not possible. Not impossible. I'm sorry, not impossible. Not possible. That was a good one. All right, the 10 of Wands. All right. All right. Love you. Send in love. I will see you guys later. Have a great weekend, everybody. Yes. You got this, Fampkin or Pampkin. Take care.